Well, we've got some explosive athletes out here tonight, Grant, and front row seats to watch it.
You know, BA, they're going to be stuffing that highlight reel all night. I mean, you can feel the energy in this place. The crowd is definitely ready for it.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Toronto Raptors. Barnes and Siakam in at the forward positions. OG Anunoby out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Pirtle in at the 5, down low. 5 on the clock. Pass to Schroeder. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
New York ball.
Brunson against Schroeder. Outside Brunson. And he's going for the lob. Robinson can't hit.
And gearing up for the alley-oop, just couldn't finish the play.
No, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute. A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
The last few seasons, the Knicks have had a defensive-minded approach.
And that's been the key for them getting back into the postseason, BA. I mean, they play great team defense and pride themselves on getting stops.
Now here's Brunson. In his last outing, 10 points for him. Outside Hart. Robinson, a screen on Anunoby. Hart from long range. Nails it from 3.
Rarely takes shots from deep, but Josh Hart drilled that one.
Siakam looking it over. Takes it inside. And then Siakam with the jam.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
Brunson passes to Robinson. Yep, that one goes.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Schroeder against Brunson. Schroeder passes to Pirtle. He can't get that one to fall. The Knicks have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Hart from long range. And Anunoby pulls it down. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
They really had a strong night shooting the basketball. They got hot and stayed hot.
They were very patient, and that was the difference. It's hard to be patient, I know, but look at the outcome they had.
Here's Randall. The Raptors making their last shot.
What a beautiful look. Randall continues to round out his game in the prime of his career.
Now Schroeder. Unable to get that one. Some solid defense from Brunson. With his size and skill set, Julius Randle can be a walking mismatch.
You put a big man on him, and he will blow right by him. Now, if you go small, he'll drag him to the block. So when Randle is focused and involved, he is a monster to deal with.
There's Dennis Schroeder doing it off the catch. He's got a lot of talent and still some untapped upside.
And here's Brunson from the arc. Toronto grabs the miss. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Siakam, pass to Pirtle. Kicks it out to Siakam. On the take. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Josh Hart.
Every team can use a guy like Pirtle, a glue guy. Shores up the middle, protects the rim.
Good on the second one. Did you know that Jakob Pirtle's parents were both elite volleyball players?
I guess, BA, that makes a lot of sense. Another game where height and reach are a factor. So this is where he gets those instincts.
Robinson gets the bucket.
Brunson with a 6th sense. I mean, he always knows where his teammates are.
And so it's Schroeder with it. He brings it up for the Raptors. Inside, Anunoby. Off target at the rim.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Brunson finds Randall. Back to Brunson. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
Pirtle with a screen on Hart. Anunoby on the take. Here's Pirtle. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
Outside Schroeder. And he lays it up and in. Schroeder's got 5 now.
He has a wiry frame, but he's stronger than he looks. Schroeder, unafraid of contact, able to complete the play.
Here's Barrett. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That's on Jakob Poeltl, and he knocks down the first one.
R.J. Barrett at the line.
And Barrett drops them both.
And with Barrett, we know he can score the ball. Now he must focus on becoming a better passer and facilitator.
Schroeder passes to Poeltl. Pass to Siakam. And Siakam with the slam!
You know, he's known as a lunch pail guy. Siakam showing the crowd a little extra that time.
Outside for Randall. Stolen by Siakam. Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. It's the Raptors up by 4. Let's take a quick break. And the precursor to the new season here. Teams trying to prepare for what's ahead. You know, you take a look at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
So for the Raptors right now, Siakam is the 4 with Poeltl in the middle. Dennis Schroeder is out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Barnes in at the 3. Randall is screen on Schroeder. Here's Brunson outside. Siakam pulls down the board. The Raptors with a lead. Well, the Raptors have earned quite the reputation for their player development, Smitty.
You're totally right, B.A. They don't need to pick in the lottery. They've gotten great value out of their draft picks, and a lot of those have become stars.
Randall is screen on Schroeder. Here's Brunson outside. Brunson missing again. And for the Raptors, they're shooting a fantastic 57%. Siakam, the pass to Poeltl. The shot that time, not on target. Good work defensively by Randall. For 3, they get it again. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Robinson's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. The Raptors have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Schroeder passes to Siakam, and Siakam with the slam.
And Schroeder entrusted to run this offense, making the right call.
And here's Hart from the arc. Knocks down the triple. Hart's got his 2nd basket on the night.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Randall against Siakam. Pass to Barnes. Tips it up. Great positioning on the putback. Siakam's got 4 points this quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Brunson. Oh, rejected by Poeltl.
Great defense by Poeltl, a 7-footer who knows how to use his length.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. It's a 5-point game.
R.J. Barrett.
Here's Schroeder. 5 points in the game. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Brunson surveys. The 3 is up. And the Knicks, another 3. And with players like Morant and Giannis last season getting undercut around the rim, would you support moving the charge circle out of foot, Grant?
You know, BA, that's a good idea. I mean, I don't see why not. The league wants more highlights and less injuries, so it seems to make a lot of sense to me.
Takes the 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Siakam's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Anunoby on the take, and stolen by Barrett. And here we go, the Knicks in transition. Brunson misses.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story, inconsistent with his offense.
Timeout called, the Raptors. And with a pause in the action, here we have the best rebounding teams from last year. In third, New York.
And they, of course, have a style of play that is all about physicality. I mean, they love to embrace the contact out on the court, but the possession game for them is always pivotal.
Siakam against Randall. And Siakam with the slam.
When Pascal is locked in, it helps his whole team. His energy is infectious.
When you look at Pascal Siakam, Smitty, he's really stepped up and accepted more responsibility.
Yes, this demonstrates leadership, B.A. Siakam is a go-to guy for this team. Someone they trust to deliver in big moments.
And that's how you defend. Glad we had a chance to see a replay of that block again.
Yeah, what a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
And they pick up 2.
Schroeder has speed to burn, but also has a great feel for finding angles to convert on the drive.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risks pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Drawing contact inside, Dennis Schroeder using his reach and quickness to compensate for his height disadvantage.
Grant, there is some magic here in New York. One of the best home court advantages in the NBA.
But, B.A., you have to think about the history of this building. It's incredible. I mean, when the Knicks are playing even remotely well, this place is rocking.
A new lineup here for New York.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Here's Siakam. Oh, he remains perfect. 7 for 7, showing no signs of letting up.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Quickly outside.
The great read between those 2 guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These 2 teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pirtle finds Siakam. Back to Pirtle. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
19 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Quickly from outside. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
To the middle. Here's Pirtle. That one falls. Coming off Schroeder's feed. Pirtle's got 4 points this quarter.
Using that added strength and aggression, Pirtle is able to power through contact for the finish at the rim.
Off the inbound pass. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
And credit him for
Okay, Ali, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
What an absolute show we're seeing in this first half, huh?
I'm just glad I had a front row seat.
If you were in the front row of an actual show.
And moving forward, a lot to like about that first half for the Raptors.
Yeah, he's been lighting it up offensively, and it's made them.
That does it for halftime. Let's.
Here we go, folks. Our coverage of this NBA preseason game continues. Man, what can you say? Pascal Siakam, an impressive effort here today.
He's been on a tear so far, throwing down some vicious dunks. I was a little worried for the rim in the first half.
And I can't wait to see what he has in store during this second half. Some of those jams were downright absurd.
They've got Isaiah Hartenstein. Emmanuel quickly is out there with Isaiah Roby. And it's McBride in at the point. That's Tom Thibodeau's 5 as we get going in the second half.
Junior.
Nimble drive by Gary Trent Jr., working his way to the look he wants.
Quickly passes to Hartenstein. Here's an 8-footer. Here's Roby. Here's Grimes. Yet to see a basket. Gets Gets the trifecta.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
The Raptors with a lead.
Raptors lead 39-35.
Trent outside. To the inside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Gary Trent Jr., his teammate, was so open, he could have passed it with his eyes closed.
Oh, rejected by Boucher. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Boucher. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
Here's quickly. Pass to Roby. Back to quickly. 5 to shoot. Out left to the wing. Pulls it from the top of the key.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm. I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Stolen by quickly. And here we go, the Knicks in transition. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work. One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
Okay, Smitty, I don't want to make you feel old, but we both played against Gary Trent's dad.
Well, Grant, I'm not. But seriously, Gary Sr. was a 6'8" post, Gary Jr. a 6'5" shooter. They have different games, but both Trents are great competitors, Grant.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Free throw drops for quickly. Well, Grant, when it comes to the Raptors rebounding, it's a tale of 2 stories.
Yeah, B.A., and over the last couple of years, they've been terrific on the offensive boards and absolutely terrible on the defensive boards. It's something they're working to fix this season.
And it's Trent penetrating. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Getting high in the air, Gary Trent Jr. teaching the rim a lesson.
Here's Hartenstein. Achua defending. Pass to McBride. The 3. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Raptors.
Toronto ball.
And a quick look at how the Toronto Raptors schedule is shaping up. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Chicago Bulls. Then on Friday, they head back home to host the Washington Wizards. Here's Koloko.
Knicks foul. Isaiah Roby. First personal foul. First team foul.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's Koloko.
2 minutes.
Rebounded by Roby. Here's Grimes. Covered by Boucher. Screen by Roby. He takes it in, and he dunks it down.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Second team foul.
1:36 left in the third quarter. To the paint. Here's Koloko. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Minnesota will be traveling to face him after this game. That'll be the end of a 3-game homestand. Porter with the steal. Here comes Toronto on the push. Pass to Koloko. And that one's good. Koloko's got 4 points in the quarter.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Here's Hartenstein. Achua defending. Hartenstein passes to Grimes. Driving in. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Second personal foul.
Precious Achua picks one up.
Team foul.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Toronto.
At the
They
line.
are dominating the paint in this one. Consistent work inside throughout the game.
They've also been striking from mid-range with great consistency tonight. They just owned that part of the floor in this one.
Here's Trent. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Love love the determination from Gary. It's why he gets these whistles.
Well, Grant, one of the things that keep Raptors fans positive is the youth that's represented on this roster.
Yeah, they've got a great core, BA, and lots of young guys on this team. But they're missing a star, yeah, probably, but they can be dangerous.
36 seconds left in the third quarter here. Here's McBride. Shot clock at 6. Launches it. New York, no good that time either.
Isaiah Roby. Second personal foul. Fourth team foul. Gary Trent Jr.
And that one misses.
Solid from the line, Trent Jr., an all-around score.
For Toronto, they've gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Pass to Koloko. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Koloko's got 6 points in the quarter.
This dude is capable of some memorable moves. He's showing off and having a little fun. Now, BA, you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Trent. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. It's the Raptors. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
It's time for T-shirt.
And let's get NBA preseason underway. Fans have been waiting for this. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Darko Rajakovic said to the team. He implored his team to use the clock. He said the clock is our friend. No need to rush things unless they give us a free one. Let's squeeze them out of this game. Back to you, Brian.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. So for Toronto right now, Barnes and Siakam in at the forward positions. OG Anunoby out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Pirtle in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Outside Hart, back to Barrett. Stolen by Schroeder.
Knicks foul. Mitchell Robinson. Second personal foul. First team foul.
And you know, Dennis Schroeder, from the moment he came into the league, showed tremendous confidence. He's never been the type to back down.
The Raptors with a lead. Kicks it out to Anunoby. To the middle. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Great recognition by Pirtle, slicing through the defense in these pick-and-roll sets.
Here's Brunson outside. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound. That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Back to Robinson. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Pirtle's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Siakam. It's rebounded by New York. Randall's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Hard up top. Anunoby covering. Stolen by Schroeder. And now the Raptors on the break. Beyond the arc. The Knicks pull it in. They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute.
Pirtle grabs a miss. For Toronto, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Siakam with a screen on Brunson. Pass to Siakam. It's Barnes on the wing. Robinson defending. Siakam, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And you know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
Brunson against Schroeder. Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Barnes the screen. Siakam, the pass to Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
You can run the offense through Siakam. That's part of what he brings to the table.
Brunson against Schroeder. Brunson passes to Randall. And so they foul intentionally.
Dennis Schroeder. First personal foul. First team foul.
Stolen by Siakam.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass.
Pirtle with a screen on Robinson. Here's Siakam. He's now 8 for 11 after that made shot.
And for a big man, Siakam handles it well, playing with confidence in these pick-and-roll sets.
Schroeder against Brunson. Oh, there's the alley. And a big finish by Robinson.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. Outside Schroeder. Drives to the hoop. Tries again. Oh, Robinson with a block. Brunson against Barnes. Fantastic work down low from the crafty Brunson.
Now you see Brunson with that quick dribble. I mean, that is a nice play.
Schroeder with it. Randall's in his pocket. Pass to Pirtle. Here's Anunoby, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Second team foul.
He gets the first, and that'll put him up by 9.
When you talk about OG Anunoby, here's a guy who gets better every season, works hard on his game.
There's a minute 12 left in the fourth. Outside Brunson. Pass to Randall. Brunson rushes in. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall.
You want to run your offense through him. A reliable scoring option.
The Raptors have gone 4 for 10 in the fourth. Outside Barnes. Now Schroeder. And here's Siakam for 3. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Siakam, the pass to Pirtle. Siakam in the post. He's covered by Hart. Siakam, no good. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Knicks. Trailing by 10. Randall, good.
So dangerous in the paint. Randall with a good mix of power, skills, and balance.
Left side Schroeder. Lets a 3 fly. He's off on that one. Now a timeout called by New York. Your thoughts, guys?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
I just think they have to focus on the moment. Don't worry about the score. Worry about executing the next play.
And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go.
Knicks ball.
So the Raptors win it. They have to feel good about this. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that marks the end of this NBA preseason.
To cheer on your team.
up against the Brooklyn Nets. Don't expect a ton of points tonight. Not much scoring, Greg. Each of these teams are excellent defensively. Tell us why.
Well, defense starts with effort, and all of these guys really compete. They take pride in that defensively, and boy, you love to see it.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. Tries the spin move. Now, here's Bridges. And in the game with the Lakers, he did not play that well. Over Hart. Some solid defense from Hart. And Barrett has got the ball here for the New York Knicks. It's a three-point game. Now, here's Hart. Finney-Smith defending. And again, New York with the triple.
You can't afford to let Hart get going from deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
Well, Doris, thinking about last season for the Knicks, clearly a step forward.
Well, Kevin, you have to consider it a win because you go ahead and advance in the playoffs for just the second time since their '99 finals run. Adding Jalen Brunson to the mix was obviously a great decision. This looks like an organization moving in exactly the direction you hope.
Claxton the pass to Johnson. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. And again, it's the Nets missing.
It's close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And here is Robinson, coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Back to Brunson. 4 on the clock. There's the triple. They get it back. Robinson kicks to Randall. Tries again. Brunson with a clean look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
And, you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their fourth shot of the game.
Brunson against Dinwiddie. And there's the pass to Hart. Screen on Bridges. Here's Hart. Randall on the follow.
Well, this is where the tremendous motor that Randall plays with helps him get rebounds.
Finney-Smith can't get it to go. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the Knicks. And it's their first look at this year's Nets team in preseason form.
Yeah, a good matchup. These are two teams that played each other to a draw in the regular season last year.
Robinson sets a screen for Randall. It's deflected, and they're able to recover. Yep, that one goes in there. Nets trail by 8. Johnson right side. Over in the corner, Claxton. Johnson with a screen on Randall. Finney-Smith can't get it to go. Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 10-2 run here. And R.J. Barrett, Doris, continues to do what he's been doing since he stepped onto an NBA court.
I would say, Kevin, this guy is what we call a natural-born scorer. That is first and foremost his instinct. He loves to get off the dribble drive, and what we need from him is just more consistent outside shooting because that opens up the best aspect of his game.
And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Dinwiddie. Good season for him last year. He averaged about 17 points a game last year, 6 assists and 3 rebounds. And most important of all is his passing. He's a terrific distributor in their offense.
But it's certainly one of his best attributes, creating offense even when it looks like there's nothing there.
Brunson, no good. Nets trail by 11. On the wing, Dinwiddie. Brunson covering. Three-pointer. Dinwiddie with the bucket. Dinwiddie's got 5 points so far.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now here's Brunson. He's guarded closely. Robinson, that's good.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
The Nets have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Now about 10 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Yep, that one goes.
Such a smart offensive player. Mikal Bridges assertive and focused when he gets this close.
Bobbed up there for Robinson. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Guys, he's such a big target. On the alley-oop, throw it up. Mr. Robinson, the only one in the building who can catch it and finish.
Finney Smith passes to Dinwiddie. Kicks it out to Johnson. A 3-ball. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And so it's the New York Knicks going into the break. And welcome back as our coverage continues of the NBA preseason. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Cameron Johnson. Then it's Bridges. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. And finished off by Finney-Smith.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Randall with a screen for Barrett. And that's going to be a travel. A chance now to check out the Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Saturday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Boston Celtics. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. The 3. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. Finney-Smith's got 4 points this quarter.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
And it's denied. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Johnson attacking. Dinwiddie outside. There's the pick. Lock at 6. Lets it go with a 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Dinwiddie's got 8.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
And Hart has it in the corner. When it comes to the essential components of a winning team, GA, how much importance do you place on veteran leadership?
I think it's important. You want a few guys in the locker room who've seen it all. Players who can keep the ship steady if the team kind of goes awry or has a tough stretch.
Bridges left side. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
Dinwiddie against Brunson. Up top, Randall fires the 3. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Knicks lead 23-18.
Bridges kicks to Finney-Smith. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. And now Randall pushing it up, and no one down to stop him.
What you love about Mitchell Robinson is his ability to read and react to the opponent. Really good defensive instincts on display.
Doris, when the Brooklyn Nets traded KD, they got back some interesting pieces, including Mikal Bridges.
Boy, Kevin, this guy was a role player for all intents and purposes with the Suns, a 3-and-D type. But once he got to Brooklyn, he was given more responsibility and upped his offensive production. It looks like he's ready for a bigger and bigger share of the responsibility.
Finney-Smith with it, picked up by Barrett. On On the wing, Johnson. Scoreless thus far. Passes it to Finney Smith. And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Dinwiddie against Randall. Johnson for three. Randall grabs the board.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
New York moving the ball around. Barrett setting a pick for Randall. Lob pass to Barrett. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, you can't fall asleep on R.J. Barrett. Got the size, got the ups. Go ahead. Easy work right there, R.J.
Bridges passes to Finney Smith. Here he goes. It's stolen by Randall. And pushing it up. Here's New York. Barrett kicks to Robinson. 27 seconds left in the first half. It's Hart on the wing. 5 to shoot. No good from outside. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Nets. They trail by 9 points. For the three. No good on that one. And so it's New York ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
Here's a hypothetical. If you guys were in your prime today and could hop onto any team, who would you pick?
That's interesting, Ernie. Maybe I'd go back to Houston. I'll give them a boost.
And we come back to the game at hand in the first half. Plenty to like for the Knicks.
Well, they're inflicting major damage from down.
And that'll do it for...
Always a joy to get a sneak peek of the NBA season ahead as we get back to the action. Nets trail by 9. Indoors, we know Mikal Bridges famously traded for Durant, but it's interesting. Durant was Bridges' favorite player growing up.
And Kevin, it's always interesting when there's a connection between the idol and the guy who is idolizing him. But give Mikal Bridges credit. He has come into his own as a star. This guy has proven to be a capable offensive player, but he's one of the truly legit defensive wings that you have got to plan for.
They've got Hartenstein, and it's quickly in at the shooting guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Thomas finds O'Neal. And finished off by O'Neal.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Here's Grimes. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Grimes has got 4 points in the quarter.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Thomas dishes to Walker. Simmons sets a screen for Walker. Oh, the lob for Simmons. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker. And now here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best teams from three-point land a year ago. Fifth best, the Nets.
Their three-point accuracy last year was exceptional, largely because of their patience. They would wait for the best look before pulling the trigger.
Down low. And that one is good from Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got his first basket of the night.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been off. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Thomas surveying the D. There's the three. Roby with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Now, in recent years, the league...
And here we go, Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can...
The previous play is
everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And that one misses. Hey, Doris, you grew up in New York. The pressure of playing in the big city, is that a real thing?
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. If you're playing in the media capital of the world, everything is magnified. And I think that holds true for the other respective large cities. Los Angeles and Chicago come to mind.
Inside. And Simmons slams it in.
This close to the rim, Ben Simmons just leaves, no doubt.
The Knicks leading by 12. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Back to quickly. There's the pick. Releases. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Outside for Simmons. Sinks the triple.
Ben Simmons.
Simmons got it back down to single digits for Brooklyn.
Well, the big-time three from Ben Simmons trying to expand that game.
McBride passes to Hartenstein. Here's Grimes. Launches it. Here's Roby. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And the Knicks lead by 11.
Exactly what this coaching staff wants from Isaiah Roby. You've got the frame and the athleticism to be effective near the cup.
And you know, Doris, Brooklyn's gone through a pretty tumultuous few seasons.
You know, Kevin, there have been some circumstances that were unpredictable contributing to what you're talking about. And now, as a consequence, a lot of turnover on the roster and on the coaching staff. Listen, it's never easy to make the kind of transition they've had to make. This is an area where Dennis Smith Jr. is working on, right? As the primary ball handler, you have to be able to make your free throws.
Here's quickly. And stolen by Simmons. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. It's stolen. To the middle. And another turnover here by New York.
And here's a look at the stats for Simmons. He had a strong showing last season. He put up about 7 points a game, 6 assists, and 6 rebounds. And what a luxury for them to have someone like him who can absolutely fill it up coming off the bench.
I love it. He knows they're looking for him to bring immediate offense, and he very rarely disappoints.
Here's Claxton. The Knicks pull it in. They've led by as many as 14 points.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Johnson over to help. Out left to the wing. Here's McBride. Finney Smith defending. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, you spent your first 4 seasons playing in New York. What's that like?
When the Knicks are winning, Kevin, there is no place you'd rather be. The fans are incredibly smart, loyal, and they'll treat you like a king. But no doubt that media pressure is for real.
Bridges kicks to Finney Smith. Dinwiddie wide open. Second shot opportunity. Picked by Finney Smith. Shoots. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Julius Randle picks one up.
Well, you love to see Finney Smith look to score it inside. He's got length and athleticism.
And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second. Brunson against Dinwiddie. Lobbed up there for Robinson. And Robinson throws it down hard.
You get to see on display how Jalen Brunson has become this dynamic force offensively. Nice use of pick and roll.
And so it's New York up by a dozen. And now we take a listen into the recent huddle from Tom Thibodeau.
Everybody hang top. Now look.
NBA preseason action underway once again. Glad to have you with us. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Mikal Bridges. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Cameron Johnson. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1 spot. Nets trail by 12. Bridges outside. Top of the key. Knicks with the rebound. Robinson's got his 5th rebound in this one.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Hart the pass to Randall. Ferocious swat. Here we go, 1-on-1. Offensive rebound. Johnson outside. Pass to Claxton. Poked away. It's stolen by Barrett. 1-on-1 fast break. Robinson with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. 4th quarter still young. Just over a minute play. Good on the 3-point shot. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Knicks.
I like their defense today. You don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. But big time on the offensive glass.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, during the last break, listened in on Jacques Vaughn talking to his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thanks so much, David.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Boy, Brooklyn GA did all they could to assemble a championship team, and look what happened.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, you take your swings in this league, and sometimes it works. Sometimes you have to retool, and they still have some good players to build around.
For 3, Bridges. Randall grabs the board.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Robinson kicks to Brunson. Six to shoot. Good on the jump shot. And the Knicks lead by 17.
Boy, as Jalen Brunson into his own as a scorer, shots just come from anywhere.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Who wants a t-shirt? Once again, fans, make some noise for your...
For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. Dinwiddie with it. Now defended by Randall. It's stolen by Barrett. And an intentional foul right there.
Mikal Bridges. First personal foul. 3rd team foul. Timeout, Brooklyn. The loudest section gets t-shirts lost their way. Let me hear you.
Dinwiddie against Brunson.
So fans, make some noise once again for your next.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. They get the rebound. Robinson finds Randall. And a miss there on the triple. Nets trail by 17. Bridges, no one around him. From outside, off the mark.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
And it's hard penetrating.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was loves the defense. No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Johnson against Barrett for 3. Johnson can't hit.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Randall passes to Brunson. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Here's Finney Smith from out on the wing. He knocks it down.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for New York.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way, and the other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Josh Hart.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Out to Brunson. Driving inside. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Shot clock at 6. Handle a screen on Dinwiddie. And here's Brunson outside. And then Johnson with the dunk.
And how about the footwork? Check out those moves in the post and then the sweet finish to go along with it.
Excellent work around the basket. You're right, G.A. Randall with a screen for Brunson. Cuts off the pass. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Hard against Bridges. Dinwiddie outside. Driving the lane. That one, no good. Excellent D that time from Robinson. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
That free throw missing.
Boy, Mitchell Robinson, to me, a big that any team could make excellent use of because his combination of length, his impressive motor, the hustle he shows. To me, this guy just needs to stay healthy, and he can be a force.
Hart kicks to Brunson. So no problem for New York as they get the win. Thank you, David. And that concludes this NBA
55. The Nets.
NBA games, Grant, always extra spicy, especially when they feature teams from the same conference.
Ooh, I like a little spice. But remember, only one team per conference gets to the final. So that's going to naturally develop some rivalries here and there. So tonight should be a really competitive game.
Now the opening lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. They've got Dorian Finney-Smith. He's out there with Nicholas Claxton. Johnson is out there with Mikal Bridges. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. Now here's Dinwiddie. Outside Johnson. Pass to Bridges. Finney-Smith, a screen. Schroeder against Bridges. And he can't get that one. Oh, nice D from Anunoby. Barnes passes to Siakam. Siakam with a screen on Johnson. Back to Siakam. And he floats it in for the easy two. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Oh, an aggressive move there by Siakam, using the length to finish inside.
Bridges passes to Finney-Smith. Out to the wing. Dinwiddie outside. Just 5 to shoot. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound by the Raptors.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Now here's Schroeder. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. Fast break, Brooklyn for the finish. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is good by Johnson.
Hey, they've broken the seal. 3 misses to start, but now they're in business.
Pirtle with a screen on Dinwiddie. Schroeder passes to Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
I like seeing Jakob go to work in pick and rolls. He is so dependable in these situations.
Despite an unpredictable regular season, RJ, the Nets did make the 2023 playoffs.
Look, they stuck it out and secured a playoff berth. Mikal Bridges was outstanding, but they were overwhelmed in the postseason because maybe they weren't ready for that. But it really shows you how much more development this squad needs.
Now here's Anunoby. He came away with 14 points in his last game. Bridges against Schroeder. Bridges passes to Finney-Smith. Inside, it's stolen by Pirtle. Outside Anunoby. And so the ball out of bounds. Anunoby touched it last. And checking the 2K leaderboard. These teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. 5th best, the Nets.
Their long-range game was a huge strength. They spread the floor, found the open shots, and made the most of their chances.
Bridges outside. Down low. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on OG Anunoby. And he drops the first. You know, Dorian Finney-Smith defends bigger than he actually is, Richard.
Yeah, B.A. Finney-Smith is about 6'7" or so, but it feels like he's taller than that. Oftentimes you see him playing the 4 in a lot of lineups, but it gives you flexibility with his reach.
Now here's Schroeder, and Claxton comes to help. Pass to Pirtle. Now here's Siakam. Fires from deep. Connects from downtown. Siakam's got 5 points.
They don't lean on Pirtle for facilitation, but he's certainly not selfish with the ball.
Now Claxton. It's Dinwiddie on the wing. And here's Bridges. To the paint. Here's Finney-Smith. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
The defense got crossed up, and Bridges takes advantage with that pass.
Here's Schroeder. He's scoreless with the drive. Outside Anunoby. 58 seconds left in the first. And that one's good.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Pass to Claxton. Inside. Stolen by Schroeder. And And he lays it in off the breakaway.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
Screen by Claxton. Bridges with it. He's picked up by Pirtle. Bridges misses. And so it's Siakam with it. He brings it up for the Raptors. And there's the drive. And Siakam with the slam.
Oh, coming in hot. There was just no getting in Siakam's way there.
Bridges outside. Cash money on the open jump shot.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Now here's Schroeder. Kicks it out to Barnes. And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Raptors. They lead by 5. And let's get back into it now as we continue to get a sneak peek of the upcoming NBA season. You know, you take a look at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Nets. We've got Nicholas Claxton. Johnson is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 1.
And just a straight baller move from Siakam. I mean, shrugging off the coverage and keeping his focus on that basket.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Ben Simmons has dealt with injuries, yes, but the mental aspect is also one that he's working on. He said, quote, being assertive and aggressive. I know who I am. I know I need to get to the rim and get buckets, and that's also going to help my teammates and get them going. Brian, they are all about regaining that confidence.
Such a key right now. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. Schroeder passes to Pirtle. Out to Schroeder. It's stolen. Here's Bridges. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And here we now get a look back on the best shot blockers in the NBA last season. Well, you look at Claxton, a remarkable defender, second in the NBA.
It's obvious that he completely dedicated himself to protecting the rim, doing everything he could to get his hands on as many shots as possible.
Anunoby against Bridges. Anunoby passes to Pirtle. 2 points. That one goes. Pirtle's gotten his third basket of the night.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Finney-Smith's shot is off.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
Pirtle with the bucket. And you sometimes hear players grumbling about their roles or lack of touches. How prevalent is that behind the scenes, RJ?
Oh, it's everywhere. This is one of the key things that coaches have to navigate. That's what's the ego. Getting players grumbling or not to accept the roles that they are given. And that is the hardest part of coaching because every player believes he's a star, and rightfully so.
Dinwiddie against Schroeder. Kicks it out to Anunoby. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Raptors.
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
For 3, Bridges. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And one of the better defenders in the league, Grant, Mikal Bridges. He'll lock you down.
Oh, he will be often matched up against the opponent's best scorer, and he is just so fierce. But he also helps you generate offense, hitting threes and extending the defense to create room to operate.
Here's Finney-Smith. The kick out to Johnson. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Schroeder against Dinwiddie. Schroeder passes to Anunoby. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Bridges down low. Had a tough time getting anything going against the Lakers. Richard, you got to love how Mikal Bridges rises to a challenge.
A very hungry player, but also selfless. Bridges hustles to be whatever you need him to be. And like you said, there's a lot to love about that. Since being given more responsibility, Bridges has really blossomed and wants to continue getting better.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
To the middle. Here's Barnes. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
At the line for Toronto.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
We've got 1:13 left in the first half of this game. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And the upcoming schedule for the Brooklyn Nets. On Monday, they'll be playing against Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Wednesday, they'll face off against Kyle Lowry and the Miami Heat. To the inside, Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
The defense just can't let Siakam get inside positioning like this because he's looking to dunk it home.
Stolen by Anunoby. And Siakam, here we go. And the layup falls. Siakam's got 6 points in the quarter.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Barnes comes with a double team. The 3-ball. Oh, wow. Drew the cup. And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. Smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still heaved.
Get loud and let them hear it. That let's rock in. Thank you to our Northside crew.
He misses the free throw. And he can't hit the second.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
He manages to convert the third. 41 seconds left in the first half. Pirtle with a screen on Dinwiddie. Schroeder passes to Pirtle. Some solid defense from Claxton. Brooklyn trailing. Dinwiddie outside. To the paint. And Claxton gets the bucket.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
And Schroeder has got the ball here for the Raptors. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
I found it was an interesting game. Anything they couldn't get from their starters, they got from their reserves.
For a number of reasons, depth seems to become more important every year.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Raptors out in front, up 4. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
When I look at the Nets, game 2 will be at the crib, at home, but not tonight. They're on the road. They want to start up.
And when we look at the first half for the Nets, a close contest so far.
Well, they're coming out firing from deep right now. The defense is spread thin.
And that's a wrap up.
Great to have you back for more preseason hoops here on 2K Sports. Man, what can you say? Pascal Siakam, an impressive effort here today.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did coach have some new ideas for them?
They've got Otto Porter. He's out there with Gary Trent. Chris Boucher out there with Achua. And it's Koloko in at the 4. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up. Smith against Trent. Here's Achua. Second chance effort. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first.
The officials were right on top of that one.
That's good from Trent.
At the line for Toronto, Gary Trent.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Brooklyn has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Smith outside. Down low. O'Neal misses. The Raptors with a lead. And when it comes to Royce O'Neal, there's a reason this guy plays big minutes, Graham.
Well, B.A., it's all because he has the trust of his teammates and his coaches. Just a high IQ guy who never plays in a rush. They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Thomas passes to Simmons. Here's Thomas. He's guarded by Porter. Back to Simmons. To the wing on the left. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Smith passes to Simmons. And the layup is good off the glass.
This is where Simmons is most comfortable shooting from. Once he's this deep, feed him.
Trent against Smith. Inside, Achua. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Achua's got 6 in the quarter.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Smith outside. Screen by O'Neal. Offensive rebound.
Now that takes serious effort and a light touch.
No need to overdo it. Just lightly tip it in. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Ooh, stolen by Smith. And there's a pick. That one doesn't drop. Oh, good D by Boucher. The Raptors have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. To the middle. Here's Koloko. O'Neal pulls it in.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Walker passes to O'Neal. There's a minute 47 left in the third. Here's Koloko. Second chance shot. Ooh, stolen by Smith. And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn. And again, it's the Nets missing. And for Toronto, they're shooting a rock around 43% since the third quarter began. And that one's good. Koloko. Brooklyn has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Smith with it, and it's Trent picking him up. Pass to Thomas. Here's O'Neal. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. You can't be happy with that soft interior D.
A full line change here for Brooklyn.
Give it up once again for your north side crew.
1:05 left in the third. 4 on the clock. Dinwiddie, no good. Toronto. They've gone 4 of 8 in the third. Achua against Bridges. Achua into the lane. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession.
It's still Raptor ball.
44 seconds left in the third quarter. 4 on the clock. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Stolen by Bridges. Fast break, Brooklyn. Rebound by the Raptors. Well, they've got the Bulls ahead of them next in Chicago. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Order the pass to Achua. And Boucher, here we go, to the paint. Oh, a clear foul there. And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was...
Previous play is under review.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take it.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
That was rocking. Thank you to our Northside crew.
And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second. Brooklyn trailing.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how it plays out.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for your Raptors, Gary Trent Jr.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. Here's Bridges, and so it's the Toronto Raptors earning this break in the action, up 10. They're key to... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And a precursor to the new season here. Teams trying to prepare for what's ahead. And so in the game for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Mikal Bridges, then it's Johnson, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point. So Toronto ends up going with a new group. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Darko Rajakovic said to the team. Coach cautioned his team against feeling comfortable. He said the moment we take our foot off the gas, they're back in it. Let's push through the finish line. Brian?
Appreciate the report, Allie. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Raptors?
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Down low. Siakam, no good. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Nets. 8-point game. Johnson with a bucket.
When you have a shooter like Cam Johnson, you're running that play with confidence.
Schroeder against Dinwiddie. Now here's Schroeder. The D's right on him. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Pass to Claxton. Outside Finney-Smith. Dinwiddie outside. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. It's Bridges on the wing. He's covered by Siakam. Let's go with a 3. Second chance effort. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Screen by Claxton. The three. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
The way they've hit the offensive boards in the second half, you would think they're the team that's leading.
And here's Schroeder. Siakam the screen. Schroeder with it. Guarded now by Finney-Smith. Siakam, no good. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Johnson passes to Claxton. The kick out to Johnson. Back to Claxton. And a nice finish on the layup. And it's now only a 1-point Toronto lead.
And they're on a big run to make this game interesting. Can't let up now.
It's one thing to get close, but do they have enough left in the tank to take a lead? Let's see.
And there's a defensive 3-second call.
At the line for your Raptors.
And the technical free throw is good.
In a tight game, he is exactly who you wanted at the line.
Here's Anunoby. Just 5 to shoot. Hurdle with a screen on Bridges. Got a hand on it.
2 minutes remaining in regulation.
Dinwiddie with it. He's picked up by Schroeder. Nice shot by Finney-Smith. Finney-Smith's gotten 4 this quarter.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Siakam pass to Barnes. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Siakam. And the Raptors lead by 2.
And the evolution of Siakam continues. Seeing him make great passes like this proves he's only getting better. Ooh, scary thought.
Inside, right side, Finney-Smith. And the dunk to finish it off. Oh, beauty.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Schroeder passes to Pirtle. Another shot. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Back to Pirtle. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
Is one of Pirtle's greatest strengths, his offensive rebound. He just has a nose for finding second chance points.
3-pointer, Bridges. The putback. Pirtle grabs a miss. For Toronto, they've gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Picked by Pirtle. Schroeder passes to Pirtle. Schroeder. Money!
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Johnson inside. He's guarded by Barnes. The shot by Johnson, no good. Outside Schroeder. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That is third personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Anunoby. To the inside. Pirtle. Clock at 6. Picked by Pirtle. Anunoby passes to Pirtle. Misses from close range. Outside Johnson. He shoots. That one's wide left. Deflected. So it's the Raptors taking the W in a close. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And thanks for joining us for
The net.
right here in the preseason. These training camp invitees scratching and clawing their way for a place in the league.
Yeah, they just want an opportunity to show that they belong, try to fight for that final roster spot. Even for those guys who get cut, this is a chance to audition for other teams around the league in the NBA or international.
And now the New York Knicks starters. Front court spots filled by Barrett and Randall. Hart is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Robinson in at the 5 spot. Now here's Schroeder. It's good.
Textbook pick and roll, great execution, and a slick pass from the German point guard.
Well, it was Toronto winning their last game against Sacramento, and it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Robinson with the block.
Now the 7'4" wingspan of Robinson going to work on that shot, swatted away.
Clock at 6. Anunoby kicks to Pirtle. Shoots over Brunson, and Pirtle gets it to go on the assist by Anunoby.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. We know they like having Brunson out there, Greg, a player they can run the entire offense through.
No doubt. And he can be trusted on to take the keys and just run things effectively. He keeps mistakes to a minimum, and he's a solid creator for his teammates.
Schroeder, that's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Whenever Schroeder sees a hole in the defense, he is ferocious in how he exploits it.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Now Hart. Back to Randall from the arc. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Yeah, he's such a difficult big. Randall's someone you have to run off those short corner threes.
Siakam, a screen on Brunson. The drive by Schroeder. Can't cash in from close range.
I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
And Robinson wide open. He shoots. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Pirtle against Hart. And Siakam has it in the corner. Barnes sets a screen for Siakam. And that one's good. Barnes.
And the all-around game of Siakam is so adept at working the ball to open guys.
Out to Barrett. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Raptors leading by 4. Kicks it out to Siakam. Pirtle, the pass to Siakam. Pirtle with a screen on Randall. Schroeder outside. Toronto working the ball around now. Now the feed to Barnes. Second chance shot. Siakam takes a 3. Robinson pulls it in. Knicks trail by 4. Here's Barrett. Oh, in the jam by Barrett.
R.J. Barrett getting up there. Don't contest anyone.
Raptors have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. You know, Brent, back during the 2022 free agency, the New York Knicks signed Jalen Brunson. What a terrific move.
Yes, Kevin, an incredible free agent get for the New York Knicks. Brunson, a winner, and establishing all of the things that the Knicks want to be about as they start to build out the foundation of their team. Jalen averaged over 24 points a game in his first year as a New York Knick.
Here's Schroeder to the inside. Robinson pulls it in.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Now here's Brunson. Randall kicks to Brunson. The pass to Hart. Back to Brunson. Randall with a screen for Brunson. And Randall throws it down.
Randall, without the ball, seeing some room where he can make an impact, rolls there, does a nice job on the finish.
Pirtle sets the pick for Schroeder. Feeds it to Pirtle. And it's Schroeder missing.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Barrett finds Robinson. Barrett with a screen on Pirtle. Robinson out to Brunson. Hard against Schroeder. Rebound by the Raptors. Pirtle's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anunoby. Fires from way outside. Julius Randle getting it done for the Knicks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basket. And we're getting back to the action. It's the NBA preseason here on 2K Sports. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. Randle will step in at the 4 with Robinson as the center. Jalen Brunson out there with Josh Hart. And it's Barrett at the 3 spot. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. These days, the ball is in Pascal Siakam's hands. He says it means everything. Being on the ball just gives you a better rhythm. I don't think it's hard. It's just something you grow into. I have those images in my head of where I want to get to. Now, defenses often look to double, and he said, if I played me, I would do that too. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you.
And we have really watched Jalen Brunson come into his own, playing at a higher level.
Well, it's unbelievable, Greg, that he just had that spark year in Dallas, and that has triggered what it is we get from Jalen Brunson on a nightly basis. Respected for his toughness, his offensive game is growing.
Teams cutting back on practices to limit the load on players, and Brent, some say it creates the opposite effect. Players not conditioned to the level they need to be.
You wonder in the next couple of years, Kevin, if some of the coaches, just depending on the life cycle of their team, with a team being young as opposed to a team being veteran, that coaches are going to find creative ways to get more practice time in. We know practice time is where teams improve the most.
Here's Brunson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Siakam.
Not a secret that Brunson can turn it on offensively, so the defense can't give him that much cushion.
And Brent, how about this Mitchell Robinson kid? His work ethic inside, impressive.
So dominant, Greg, on the inside. He's got that reach, able to go up and bother shots. He also led the league in field goal percentage in just his 2nd year, so he knows where it is he's going to eat. Don't be surprised if he does that again.
Schroeder against Brunson. Robinson a screen on Schroeder. Bobbed up there for Robinson, and Robinson throws it down.
Well, he's a physical big down low, and I think he expects this kind of traffic around him as Mitchell Robinson comes through.
Back to Schroeder. Pass to Siakam. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Siakam's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
This story in the 2nd quarter much different than the one in the 1st. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Robinson passes to Barrett. And stolen by Barnes. Down low. And Anunoby slams it in.
A heady play there from Schroeder, zipping the pass to the teammate who had the cleanest look on the possession.
And here's Barrett. He has 5. Hart with it. And he drives in. Pass to Randle. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up a deep 3. Fires from deep. Hart, no good.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Siakam against Randle. Pirtle. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the New York Knicks. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
Well, you got to respect Brunson if he's going to knock down threes like that.
And one outstanding things the Raptors do, Greg, they really protect the ball.
Yeah, even when they're not playing their best, they don't give away games with mistakes. They force you to find other ways to beat them.
Brunson the pass to Randall. Now here's Hart. 1:07 left to play here in the half. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Now here the 2K leaderboard with last season's top rebounding teams. In third, the Knicks.
And they were so awesome last year on the boards, blocking out, maintaining position, and finishing off possessions with the rebound. They are physical, and that effort afforded them a ton of extra possessions.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Randall a screen on Schroeder. Brunson kicks to Hart. Siakam against Brunson. No one near Randall as he lets it go. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got his 5th assist in this one. Hurdle with a screen on Randall. Siakam passes to Purtle. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. New York's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Brunson with a clean look. And Purtle pulls it down. Purtle's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Purtle passes to Siakam. That puts them in the lead. Siakam's got 8 points in the quarter.
And wiry strong, Siakam just snakes inside and makes a nice play off the contact.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's the Raptors leading by a point. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? And any of these matchups you're most looking forward to, Shaq?
You know, I don't want to pick favorites and the other teams are going to fill.
Now let's change gears back to the New York Knicks, who find themselves in a tightly contested ball game.
They've been dominant in transition.
And that's all for us. Now
Preseason in the NBA, and it's great to have you with us. We're seeing a tremendous game from Julius Randle.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
Gary Trent is out there with Porter. And then there's Precious Achiuwa. Then there's Chris Boucher. And it's Koloko in at the 4-man position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Porter against Quickly. Porter passes to Achiuwa. Here we go, one-on-one. Pulls up on the wing. Shot by Grimes, no good. Toronto leading by 3. And here we look at Hartenstein. He can do a little bit of everything for you.
Hartenstein, probably the biggest skill he has that I see often is the playmaking ability. So he'll rebound and be physical, but all of a sudden, sneak a pass in there with a great assist.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. The Knicks are one of the most efficient offensive teams in the league, and that, of course, starts with getting the right looks. Coach Tom Thibodeau says we know what the value shots are. If you don't have one, how can you help create one? Whether that's attacking the rim, screen off the ball, do things that can help us create the shots that have high value. Kevin?
Yeah, a disciplined approach. David, thanks. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
looking it over to the paint, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
The awareness, something people don't always talk enough about with Porter. That's a great find there.
From deep. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Roby's got it all tied up now for the Knicks.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
To the inside. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball called on the play.
Here's Roby, guarded by Porter. There's a screen for the lead. Hartenstein tipped back in for two.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. And for a team in the NBA's biggest market, Brett, amazing that it's been 5+ decades since the Knicks last time.
That's unbelievable. I mean, they've been close a couple times, but that has not been in recent history, Kevin, as you know. Had a lot of great players, but man, it just shows you how hard it is to win in this league.
Greg, one thing you know, you're getting with Gary Trent Jr., volume three-point shooting. He lets it fly.
And he is really fearless at the arc. I think because of his consistency. And when he gets hot, well, he can get on a burner.
Just 5 to shoot. Always going up for the alley-oop here. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
That's a great pass by Roby. Just strong, and he keeps scanning the floor to find someone open.
Here's Trent. An easy 2 points on the way. Trent's got 6 in the quarter.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
For the lead, it's rebounded by Koloko. Raptors with the lead. Outside Porter. To the middle. The Knicks pull it in. Here's McBride, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Like how selfless Quickly was on that play, just creating team offense.
Here's Trent. He has 6. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. But Trey, it's a hand on it, and it's Trent with the extra effort. Trent's got 8 points.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
How about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
They get it back. McBride passes to Grimes. And it's Isaiah Hartenstein with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
It's been their Achilles heel offensively. They just have not been able to control that backdoor.
And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. It's a 1-point game. Now, here's Quickly. Grimes. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams put... And now we take a listen into the recent huddle from Tom Thibodeau.
Keep the ball moving. Quick decision.
Thanks for being with us as we get going here once again. A preview of the upcoming NBA season ahead. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. Front court spots filled by Barrett and Randall. Josh Hart out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Robinson in at the center position. Really left alone that time. Hart's got his first points of the game.
And this is the time when you want to lock it down defensively. Thus far, not happening.
Now I'm looking out there trying to find one guy at least interested in playing defense, not that last possession.
And those are two loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
Here's Robinson. New York moving it around. For three, Barrett. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 6 rebounds in the game.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for New York.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3-ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
And it's hard penetrating. On deep, Brunson. Toronto grabs the miss. Pirtle's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Barnes passes to Siakam. Randall with some nice D.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
A little over a minute and a half of the 4th quarter gone now. Schroeder surveying the floor. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And when Pirtle gets into a groove, he demands the ball. He's incredibly dangerous when he has the hot hand.
Right side Robinson. Passes to Brunson. Back to Robinson. Out to Brunson. The putback. It's good on the putback. Robinson's got the game tied up here for the Knicks.
Yeah, no question who's been the aggressor on the offensive glass.
Pirtle with a screen on Brunson. Schroeder passes to Pirtle. Some solid defense from Robinson. New York's gone ice cold from 3-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Randall dishes to Barrett. Robinson sets a screen for Barrett. Lobbed up there for Robinson. And Robinson throws it down hard.
Robinson's not going to waste that chance. The big man with a high percentage shot.
Schroeder against Brunson. Schroeder passes to Pirtle. Robinson pulls it in. Knicks have gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Barrett with the ball. Now guarded by Pirtle. In the corner, it's Robinson.
2 minutes remaining in regulation time.
Brunson against Schroeder. 5 on the clock. Off target from outside.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Back to Barnes. Pirtle against Robinson. Now the pass to Ananobi. Raptors need to get a shot. Schroeder outside, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
A minute 20 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Robinson with it. Now guarded by Siakam. Robinson passes to Randall. Hart, wide open. He fires. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown.
And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. To now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls, that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and
the ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, let's summarize what Tom Thibodeau went over with his guys during the break. Our coach told his guys it's not over until it's over. He asked them to stay sharp out there and to keep fighting. If we lose this, it's on us, he said. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. 46 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Brunson. Shooting foul. The coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, under the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can
taking 2 shots.
Personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And I love how unafraid Brunson is. You can tell he loves the challenge of the moment.
And just like that, this game is a 2-possession affair.
Brunson against Schroeder. Pirtle inside.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Knicks on offense. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Handle outside. Wants to get it to Barrett and does.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Barnes. Good.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
3-pointer, Randall. It drops.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate.
And so it's the Knicks with the You know, with all the talent. In these two backcourts, Doris, this should be a very exciting matchup.
And you know, Kev, it feels like we could say that for most matchups these days, right? The league is so heavily laden with talent at the guard position. I feel spoiled.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Front court spots filled by Barrett and Randall. Josh Hart out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Robinson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. Here's Bridges. They really needed more from him in that loss to the Lakers. Inside. Kicks it out to Johnson. Back to Finney-Smith. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
And Randall has got the ball here for the Knicks. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
And that's exactly what happened. Guys came off the bench ready to play. The offense didn't miss a beat.
And from undrafted in 2016, Doris, Dorian Finney-Smith, now a player that every team in the league would covet.
Well, this is a long wing defender, Kevin, and he's now made himself legit as a 3-and-D prototypical player. And he stayed at it, earned the rewards, and now says, my mom can finally put her feet up. I have made it.
And finish off by Finney-Smith.
Dorian Finney-Smith has the ability athletically to finish near the cup, and he does so there.
On deep, Brunson. Here's Randall. Pass to Hart. Clock at 6. New York, no good that time either.
3 straight misses to begin the game, not the start they were hoping for.
Passes it to Finney-Smith. Wide open look. And too long on the shot.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Barrett against Johnson. Robinson sets a screen for Barrett. Outside for Randall. Lobbed up there for Robinson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Guys, he's such a big target. On the alley-oop, throw it up. Mr. Robinson, the only one in the building who can catch it and finish.
Bridges against Hart. Claxton, no good.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Outside, Robinson. Randall with a screen for Robinson. The pass to Hart. Pass to Brunson. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
Well, a chance to check out Mikal Bridges here. Last year, getting it done. Averaged about 20 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he paced the whole team in points per game last season.
Well, his teammates understood that he was their best option, and understandably, they got him the rock.
The offensive rebound, Claxton. Brunson against Dinwiddie. Back to Claxton, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
The beauty of Jalen Brunson, you can play him at the 1 or the 2, but we know he's always going to put the pass on time and on target.
And Robinson throws it down.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Now, here's Dinwiddie. Nothing on the board. Finney-Smith finds Dinwiddie. Johnson attacking. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Back to Brunson. Misses from short range.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
That bucket in no time at all. Finney Smith's got 5.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
That's tipped. Brunson kicks to Hart. Brunson against Bridges. Robinson a screen on Bridges. Brunson with a clean look, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Credit the defense right there. They have not allowed this guy to get going at all in this period.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. And that does it for the first quarter. The Nets lead by 6 and will return shortly.
8.
The NBA preseason action continues here on 2K Sports. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job of scoring in transition.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
On the court for the Knicks, Randall will step in at the 4 with Robinson as the center. Jalen Brunson out there with Josh Hart, and it's Barrett at the 3 slot. You know, Doris, something to admire about Julius Randle is the joy, the pure joy he takes in this game.
Well, joy obviously comes when we're successful at something. And Julius Randle has become consistently successful at NBA basketball. He's worked hard to make that perimeter game as dangerous as his dribble drive game. And that kind of balance leads to great success.
Now here's Johnson. He has 5. Beyond the arc. Randall grabs the board.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And Barrett gets it to go.
This guy's a bucket getter. R.J. Barrett finds a way to capitalize on the interior. He's got the size to get it done.
Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
And the Knicks with possession here, following the bucket by the Nets. Randall with a screen for Brunson. And there's another one for the Knicks.
Yeah, just masterful use of the pick and roll by Jalen Brunson. Shot ready as soon as he wants to let it fly.
Bridges inside. Defended by Hart, and he lays it straight in. Bridges has got 6 points. Here's Barrett. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
Oh, that's some big-time grit by R.J. Barrett. You want some contact on me? I can finish anyway.
Bridges with it. Hart covering. Bridges passes to Finney Smith. On the wing, Bridges. Defended by Hart. And finished off by Finney Smith.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Now, here is Robinson. He's coming off a 10-point game against Boston.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
Here's Dinwiddie. Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket. Out to Bridges. Puts up a deep 3. The long distance 3 is Barrett. 9 points in the game so far. And we've heard defensive-minded players, Greg, say, man, everything is a foul nowadays. You can't even touch the guy. You can't defend. Do they have a point?
It's getting tough, isn't it? I mean, you can't use your hands. You have to be set. It's almost like they want defenders to be traffic cones.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. You know, Jalen Brunson, for the NBA at least, is small in stature, but his tremendous footwork enables him to operate inside and out. His says, I've tried to make my game for what I had as versatile as possible. I've got to be crafty. I'm not jumping out of the gym. I'm not racing down the floor in 2 seconds, but I'm going to keep you off balance. Kevin?
Oh, I love his game. David, I know you do as well. Hey, thank you. Robinson, a screen on Dinwiddie. From deep, Brunson, good. Score the basket. Mark him 4 for 8, shooting 50% so far.
One of the things you love about Jalen Brunson, he takes quality shots. How about that look from 3?
Stolen by Robinson. Hart, wide open. He fires. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Down low. It's tipped. Kicks it out to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Dinwiddie wide open. That 3 off the mark. New York's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Brunson, no good. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Brooklyn. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
Here's Claxton, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Tie game in Brooklyn. Okay, David, much appreciated, and now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Well, look here now at New York. At this point, you got to take every team you're up against as a test, asking yourself, what can we do?
And we return our attention to tonight's featured game as the Knicks had a closely contested first half.
They better count their lucky stars.
And that is it for halftime.
One more time, fans. Let's hear it for your
Thanks again for tuning in as we get going once again with our coverage of the NBA preseason. One guy who's been getting it done is Jalen Brunson.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
We've got Walker. O'Neal is out there with Simmons. Then it's Thomas. And it's Smith in at point guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Now here's Walker. O'Neal sets the screen for Walker. Drains it from beyond the arc. Walker's got his first 3 points of the game.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
And the whistle blows. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original.
The previous play is under review.
A lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays,
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
The action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this is the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. You're double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Smith. Walker taking his time here. Thomas, it's a wide open look. No good from outside.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Here's McBride, guarded by Walker. McBride's shot is off.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
And Walker kicks to Smith. Simmons sets a screen for O'Neal. Nailed from three-point land. O'Neal's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. There's the screen. Into the lane. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Thomas against Quickly, and yes, it's good. Thomas got his first 2 points.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Early 2023 saw Cam Thomas just erupt as a scorer. Greg, we were talking about it every game. A guy who was ready to break out.
And Kevin, I like using the word ready because he was given an opportunity and took it. And he showed us all what a productive machine he could be.
And he's good on the second. The Nets with the lead. Smith outside. O'Neal high post. Outside Thomas. O'Neal a screen on Quickly. Thomas dishes to O'Neal. Outside Walker. Just 5 to shoot. The Nets need to get a shot off here. O'Neal no good.
Defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Hartenstein passes to Quickly. There's a good screen for the lead. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And Walker kicks to Simmons. Simmons sets a screen for O'Neal. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. While we have a chance, let's now take a look at the teams that top the league in shooting from beyond the arc. 5th best, the Nets.
Their long-range shooting last year was nothing short of spectacular. I mean, they were absolutely unconscious from the three-point line.
O'Neal hits them both. New York trailing. Quickly with it. 7 points in the game. Pass to McBride. Some nice passing by New York here.
Last 2 minutes to play.
From 20 feet out. Clock at 4. Here's Quickly. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
And checking out some stats for Smith. Some last season stats for him. Averaged about 8 points a game last season. 5 assists and 3 rebounds. And it's nice to be able to bring someone with his defensive skill set off the bench.
I think, in fact, to win a championship, you usually need a guy like this on your roster.
And the Nets miss again.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
Out of bounds, New York takes possession. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Quickly the pass to Hartenstein. Back to Quickly. Shoots the 3. Hands it from downtown. Quickly's got 10 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Quickly against Thomas. Smith surveying the D. Lobbed up there for O'Neal. An even 3-on-3 break. Passes it to Roby. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the third. Drives to the hoop. Rebound, Brooklyn. And a wide open look for Walker. Kept alive.
This is a real specialty of Ben Simmons, the ability to go after it on the glass.
With the crossover, Roby can't hit. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Nets. Smith with a wide open look. Almost, but it rolls out.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
The Knicks have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the 3rd. Brunson against Dinwiddie. Now here's Brunson. Not a lot of room. Robinson, that's good.
Well, Mitchell Robinson plays such a critical role for them on the interior. If he can consistently make these shots, what a weapon he is.
What a performance for Emmanuel Quickly. He has been the story for the Knicks. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And welcome back as our coverage continues of the NBA preseason. And on the floor for New York here in the 4th. Front court spots filled by Barrett and Randall. Hart is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Robinson in at the center position.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Randall kicks to Barrett. It's stolen by Johnson. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Bridges outside. Here's Finney-Smith. He's defended by Randall. Claxton, no good.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Randall, a screen on Dinwiddie. And here's Brunson outside. Randall passes to Barrett. It's the three-point bomb. Barrett's got the lead up to 4 now for the Knicks.
R.J. Barrett trusting the jumper in the catch and shoot. Boy, if he's consistent with that, turn the lights out.
Outside Robinson. The feed to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Boy, how about the awareness from the big man? We think of Mr. Robinson as a shot blocker. What a pretty pass.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Here's what Jacques Vaughn told his team. Now, he had some pros and cons. He said, I like our play inside. But what's happening at the arc, fellas? We got to start making some shots. He needs more production from the outside. Guys?
Thank you, David.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Fires from the wing. Brunson scanning the floor. To the paint. It's stolen. It's stolen by Randall. And the pass to Hart. Bridges against Randall. Back to Hart from deep three-point land. Randall against Bridges. They get it back. Back to Hart. Pass to Brunson. Traps in the tray. And the Knicks lead by 5.
Jalen Brunson wants the ball in these moments, and there he shows you why. Big-time shot.
Finney-Smith kicks to Dinwiddie. Back to Finney-Smith. It's rebounded by New York. Randall's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Barrett. And Barrett slams it in.
R.J. Barrett has size, quickness, and a knack for scoring the basketball.
Bridges outside. Pass to Claxton. Here's Finney-Smith, defended by Hart. And he commits the intentional foul.
really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And now we've got the intentional foul. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for New York.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
Offensive rebound. Hart the pass to Barrett. Sinks the three-pointer. Barrett's got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, you have to understand, spacing is provided when you can make threes. R.J. Barrett delivers.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Picked by Finney-Smith. Dinwiddie attacking, and that one is stuck right through.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
All right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Hart, no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4-7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Bridges. Johnson dishes to Bridges. Passes it to Claxton. Shot clock at 6. Finney-Smith in the post. Randall on him. Robinson knocks it away.
This guy's nose for the basketball, and his timing as a shot blocker is intimidating. Mitchell Robinson so quick off his feet.
36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Brunson. And no good that time. Johnson with the defensive effort.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over. Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Robinson finds Brunson. From the top of the key. The rebound by the Nets. Dinwiddie for 3. That one doesn't drop. From deep three-point territory. Missed. And so it's the Knicks with the win. A truly... All right, David, thank you. That'll do it for this NBA preseason game. For Greg Anthony, Doris.
Exit the building carefully and get home.
exciting edition of NBA. All right, folks, get your running shoes on. Both of these teams want to push the pace.
Oh, that they do. Pace, pace, pace. And as a fan, I just love these types of matchups. It's so much fun to see these teams get up and down the floor, play with pace, and have fun. I'm excited for this one.
Now let's take a look at Toronto's starting lineup. Barnes and Siakam in at the forward positions. OG Anunoby out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Pirtle in at center. Schroeder with it. Claxton picks him up. Pirtle, the pass to Barnes. 5 on the clock. And Pirtle gets it to go on the assist by Barnes.
We have seen Siakam's role on offense grow over the years. He's a high percentage shooter from inside.
Bridges on the attack. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Schroeder against Dinwiddie. Schroeder passes to Anunoby. Now Pirtle. Outside Barnes. Takes it inside. The shot by Pirtle, no good.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
And he gets that one.
The defense got crossed up, and Bridges takes advantage with that pass.
And Siakam has got the ball here for the Raptors. Kicks it out to Barnes. Outside Anunoby. Pass to Siakam. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Bridges passes to Finney-Smith. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on OG Anunoby.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Dorian Finney-Smith.
He hits the second from the line. And it's the Raptors with the ball. Barnes feeling it out a bit. Inside. And Siakam with the slam.
Yeah, sometimes I think the 6'9" length of Siakam surprises opponents. He's able to go through or over contact.
Screen by Claxton. Finney-Smith passes to Claxton. Now Finney-Smith. He's covered by Siakam. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. 5 to shoot. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. He's off on the layup. Siakam with a screen on Johnson. Schroeder passes to Siakam. And a missed layup. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And without a superstar scorer, Grant, the question has always been, how does this Nets team generate enough offense?
Yeah, well, hero ball is not going to work. I mean, they've got to push the pace and trust one another and go from good shot to great shot.
Schroeder against Bridges. Down low. Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
It seems like Siakam is always ready to attack the rim. He found a nice opening that time.
Anunoby against Bridges. Pass to Claxton. Pirtle grabs a miss. The Raptors have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Barnes against Dinwiddie. Siakam, right side. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Barnes has got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, Siakam's got a great head on his shoulders. They'd be smart to use him in that set as much as possible.
Here's the group of players who had the most steals in the league last season. OG Anunoby 3rd.
Last year, he was really opportunistic defensively, creating havoc.
Outside Finney-Smith. To the paint. Here's Johnson. Not going to go that time. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes. Bridges against Siakam. To the middle. Here's Pirtle. Some solid defense from Claxton. Brooklyn trailing. Finney-Smith inside. Anunoby covering. It's Johnson with a drive. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Just running in. Johnson takes off the moment he sees that gap.
Siakam with a screen on Johnson. Down low. And then Siakam with the jam.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Johnson a screen on Anunoby. Finney Smith passes to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
With his shooting ability, Johnson is a great screener in the two-man game.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul. First team foul.
No good on that one.
To the Raptors, Pascal Siakam. Shooting 2.
Good on the second one.
Yeah, shooting more free throws as his career is going on. Siakam wants to get that percentage up.
And Bridges, here we go. Pass to Johnson. Out to Bridges from behind the arc. Drops in the 3. Bridges has got 5.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Gets it up. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Raptors. And let's get NBA preseason underway. The fans have been waiting for this. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Raptors.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
So for Toronto right now, Siakam is the 4 with Pirtle in the middle. Dennis Schroeder is out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Barnes in at the small forward position. To the paint. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And the evolution of Siakam continues. Seeing him make great passes like this proves he's only getting better. Ooh, scary thought.
And it's Bridges with the jam.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Schroeder passes to Anunoby. Inside. 6 on the shot clock. The Raptors need to get off a shot. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And Grant, some players feel like certain officials have it out for them. Did you ever see any of that?
You know what, BA? The refs are human too. Yes, I did say that. But they're supposed to be impartial. So you go after them for a while, it's possible they will hold a grudge.
Sends it home from three-point land.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
On the attack, Schroeder, and the shot goes down.
Wow, he doesn't make those kind of plays too often. Sweet move inside.
Bridges against Anunoby. Pass to Finney Smith. Back to Bridges. Finney Smith, the screen. Outside Johnson. The Nets need to get off a shot here. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. And it's time to give you a look at the top 3-point shooting teams from a year ago. The Nets in 5th.
Their long-range game was a huge strength. They spread the floor, found the open shots, and made the most of their chances.
Schroeder against Dinwiddie. Siakam for 3. Down the pipe it goes. Schroeder with the assist. Now it's a 4-point Toronto lead.
The more Siakam uses the 3-point shot, the more it helps his game. It makes him the all-around player he needs to be.
And it's Bridges with the jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Mikal Bridges is a premier defender. He said, quote, people take it for granted how tough it is to guard the top perimeter players in this league and not be able to really touch them because they're going to get the foul call. You've got to guard these matchups one-on-one, and I think we get taken for granted. BA, he's on point.
Yeah, he does have a point there. Thanks, Allie. Outside Johnson. Claxton. It's good on the putback. Claxton's got his first bucket in this one.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
And Claxton comes to help. Schroeder passes to Barnes. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Trailing by 2. A tough loss coming against the Lakers in their last game played.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Well, they weren't fighting through screens. Their closeouts and rotations were late. You name it, and let's just say they didn't do it on defense.
The Nets have gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. To the inside, Claxton. And he goes in for the dunk.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Schroeder against Dinwiddie. Down low. And then Siakam with the jam.
Yes, certain nights, Siakam takes over. He's been aggressive here from the tip.
And the ball out of play. The Raptors will have it. .43 seconds left in the second period. Outside Schroeder. To the middle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And moving so well for his size. Jakob is fantastic in that two-man action.
Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. To the paint. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
From downtown, that shot is off. It could go. That shot, no good. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's the Raptors up by 4, and we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Well, they're taking care of the ball. That's one thing. It feels like they just want to avoid empty possessions. And for the most part.
And now let's take a moment. That's it for us.
Welcome back, everyone. This preseason matchup has been a fun one to watch so far. Man, what can you say? Pascal Siakam, an impressive effort here today.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Royce O'Neal is out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Cam Thomas. Then there's Dennis Smith. And it's Walker in at the 3. That's the group starting the second half for Jacques Vaughn.
You know, Richard, it's not every day that you get to see a point guard with the size that Ben Simmons possesses.
Yeah, he is an anomaly, and that's also why he was the #1 pick. In history, you can probably count on one hand the amount of guys that can do things that he can do at his size.
Porter's shot is off.
Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more oftentimes than not.
Thomas passes to Simmons. It's Walker on the wing. And Slam dunk by Simmons.
A sensational athlete. I like when Simmons rises up with confidence and jams it through.
Trent, the pass to Achua. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Raptors lead by 2.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film. A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
Pass to Porter. Boucher with it. Back to Porter. Inside. Trent outside. And here's Achua. Simmons defending. He gets it in there. Achua's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Here's O'Neal. There's a screen. Releases. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
The Nets have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Pass to Simmons. Here's Thomas. Here's O'Neal. No points so far. Buries it from 3. A hard-fought matchup. 7 lead changes thus far.
And these teams have been sparring from the get-go. Neither able to land the knockout blow.
Trent goes in. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Back to the basics. Unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Pass to Thomas.
Third quarter.
We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. The Raptors with a lead. And here's Achua. Porter finds Achua. To the paint. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
Pass to Thomas. Here's O'Neal. Porter with the steal. Here comes Toronto on the push. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
And even with the coach's challenge in play,
The previous play is under review.
still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still heaved.
How about your Brooklyn Nets? Show some love.
That free throw no good. So Brooklyn ends up going with a new group. And he sinks the second. The Nets have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Outside, Finney-Smith. Back to Claxton. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Pass to Koloko. Now here's Achua. He's guarded by Claxton. Now Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Getting some airtime. Okay, Bridges, we see you.
And so Trent will bring it up for Toronto. Next game against the Bulls at United Center. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip.
Just a big man playing big. No way to stop it.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Johnson. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
At the line, 2 times.
But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
He'll back him up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Pass to Achua. 16 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. And it's Koloko missing.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Spins. Back to Finney-Smith. The three is up. No good from three-point range. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
Here we go, folks. Our coverage of this NBA preseason game continues. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. They've got Otto Porter. He's out there with Gary Trent. Chris Boucher out there with Achua. And it's Koloko in at the four-man spot to the middle. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. Up top, Bridges to the inside. Here's Finney-Smith. Oh, that one bounces around and comes back out. And for Toronto, they're shooting a red-hot 63% in this game. And it's Trent penetrating. Here's Achua. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Johnson on the wing. Covered by Boucher. Outside Finney-Smith. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Here's Trent. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Raptors lead by 6.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
So Toronto ends up going with a new group. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Jacques Vaughn coaching his team during the break, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. For Toronto, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Pass to Barnes. Now Anunoby. Now Pirtle. Siakam in the post. Finney-Smith's there. And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there.
How about the physicality of Pirtle? He was ready to absorb that foul.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Raptors?
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
Yeah, another thing they did well was feed the ball into the paint. They really utilized their size there tonight.
Knocks it down from distance.
I love the way Bridges moves that ball around. Always comes out of his hands crisp, on time, and on target.
Here's Schroeder. And that one drops.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Bridges, left side. Oh, he powers right through the defender. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants him to take another look at the monitor.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close... Challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
How about your Brooklyn Nets? Show 'em some love.
And Siakam has got the ball here for the Raptors. 4-point game, and he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Hurdle with a screen on Bridges. Anunoby on the take.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Timeout call, Brooklyn.
Now on the court is your home squad. Get loud and let them hear you.
The Nets have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. And the ball out of play. The Raptors will have it. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Now Schroeder. He takes it in. Kicks it out to Barnes. Stolen by Dinwiddie. And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn. Stolen by Schroeder. And here comes the break. Here's Anunoby. Oh, a huge slam. An exclamation point on that break.
That right there might put the finishing touch on this one. Definitely not the time to get sloppy with the ball.
Anunoby against Bridges. Down low. It's stolen by Pirtle. Now here's Anunoby. He's closely guarded.
I love his versatility around the rim. That time with the reverse jam.
Mark that one. You know that's going to be replayed over and over again. It's worth it.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Schroeder can't get it to go.
Nice contest, high level of energy. That's how you play defense.
Dinwiddie with it. He's picked up by Schroeder. There's the triple. And again, it's the Nets missing. The Raptors shooting at around 66%. They're on fire.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Raptors.
Absolute fireworks display. High-scoring game. They were unstoppable, Grant.
Yeah, just relentless from start to finish. And the pace was furious. Ultimately, they wore out the other team.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Pascal Siakam.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
It's Bridges on the wing. Outside Johnson. They need this. And he lays it in.
That's a move you won't see many guys make. Impressive stuff.
So it's Toronto now. Siakam the screen. To the paint. Down the pipe it goes. Schroeder with the assist.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
So it's the Raptors winning this one easily.
We appreciate the passion you showed during the night.
Cool.